Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Viking Wizard here with another video for you. This is my 2023 PowerMetalQuest-Fest review and just me mentioning about my favourite festival, which somebody said you're a bit biased purely because I'm an immensely huge power metal fan, but not for my favourite festival. Best festival I've ever been to, atmosphere, bands, everything. So it started off in the morning and because I usually get up at 5:50 AM every day. That's my alarm. Even on my days off, I get up that time, which is well annoying. But I get up that time purely because of work. I'm out the door at 10 past 6, and then I'm at the bus stop for 24 minutes. At the bus stop because the bus is 24 minutes past 6, and then I don't get to work till about 20 past 7. So I've got 10 minutes in, and I usually start work at 7:30. But I got up that time. Oh, battery's dying. Bear with me. I got up that time. It's just a battery on my laptop because I'll make notes and everything just so I can look, because I'm not really good with my memory. But I got the 8 something train to Birmingham purely because I was all over Facebook. It's on about train strikes and that sort of stuff, and I was panicking and I was thinking, should I go over the Friday? But the only thing about going over the Friday, I couldn't afford a hotel, so I'd be say going to, is it Scruffy's, and then I'd be going to Subside till 6 AM, and then I would have done like near enough 48 hours without no sleep, and I couldn't do it because of the festival. So I got up early. I went with my good friend, because I met my good friend there, Aaron. But I got the train. I got there for around about 9, and the only reason I got there early and I went early purely because of the trains, because of the strikes. There's usually 2 trains from Telford. You get one at 47 minutes past, and then you get one at 50 something minutes past. I think it's Network Rail and Transport for Wales. With the Network Rail, I believe that one was cancelled and whatnot. So Transport for Wales. So I went that one to Birmingham and got the train. Got there, I said I'd meet my good friend now and Scott in McDonald's. Went to McDonald's. He said he was sitting on the benches so he could see outside. I didn't see him, so I thought maybe he's in the toilet or something like that. I went in there and ordered some food. He messaged me and said, "Where are you?" And I explained, and then I realised I was in the wrong McDonald's. So I went to the wrong one, so I had to go back to Grand Central, and then I found him. I must have spent like 15 quid on a meal at McDonald's, a big meal, because I thought I'm going to have a massive meal like I do. And then that'll be me done for the day, because then I can fully enjoy the festival. Then after the festival, when we're walking back to like the Scruffy's, I thought on the way I can just get like a bag of chips or something like that, a takeaway or burger or whatever I decide I want, and then just eat that along the way. So at least I've had some food. But I had some breakfast before I went to Birmingham. I had just a couple of slices of toast. But yeah, after McDonald's, we slowly walked to the venue, and I showed him, because Aaron's bellying about Birmingham. Me and my brummy, a proud brummy of from Birmingham. So we was having a chat about it. I said I was born in Selly Oak, which is part of Birmingham. I was born in Selly Oak Hospital, which is not there anymore, which is a shame, because they locked it down. I don't know if there's houses or something like that, but somebody said you're from the posh area of Birmingham, and I was like, nah, Birmingham's Birmingham to me. But I said I'm a proud brummy, which I make it known to everybody. But got there, we took a slow walk to the venue. We got outside the venue, meaning with the first ones there, which obviously I thought I want to get there early, because at 11 AM I was doing the PowerSymphonic meetup, which is a group we run on Facebook. I was going to point to the flag up there, but I took it with me to the festival, PowerMetalQuest-Fest, so it's in my bag at the moment, so I'm going to have to put it back up when I get a moment. But yeah, we got there. We were standing there, I had my portable speaker, so I was blasting out like Powerwolf, PowerQuest, Sabaton, Grey Knights, everything. I was playing, at the one point, I was playing Victorious Donor Gods, which is off their new brand, their latest studio album. Absolutely fantastic song. The band walked past. I said hello to David. I believe he's blasting in violin or something like that, but I said hello. And then the members gave me the thumbs up and everything, because I was playing Victorious, and as everybody knows, I love that band. I got into them by I was on a YouTube channel, and it's called Unknown Power Metal YT, and I discovered that, and on there was stuff on there to check out, and I thought there's loads of power metal bands on there, so I'm going to go through every one of them, and I'm going to check stuff out. Well, Victorious EP, Dinosaur Warfare, Legend of the Powersaurus, was on there with the track Laser Tooth Tiger, so I listened to it. Instantly thought of Dragon Force, loved it. So I thought, definitely I've got to get that album. And then they announced they played in the UK and they did Subside. So I was there. I got there very early, met the band. Funny thing about the Subside, we got there and then the merch stall. I went to the merch stall at the time because I had the funds, and the woman at the merch stall said, hi, what can I get you? And I literally said to her, I could have one of everything. And then she was like, basically like, you're joking. And I said, other than the woman's clothing, because I think the tight tops and all that sort of stuff, I don't think anything like that would fit me, because I'd probably look a bit of an idiot wearing something like that. But I bought over 70 quid's worth of stuff, and she said, thank you, that's basically our petrol and our fuel or ticket home. Which I said, I'm happy to support the bands I love. Got a photo of the band and everything. But yeah, so standing outside, spoke to them. Everybody turned up. Quite a few people for the PowerSymphonic meetup. A few of them actually turned up later purely because of strikes. And then my good friend Vince was working in the morning, so we had to get there a bit late. But we got inside. 8 bands were playing. Other than the first band that was on, I loved every band on the bill. I love them. So I was so happy. 3 bands I finally got to see live that I wanted to see him, happy to see him. The first band was obviously 4, but the first band I don't know much about them, but they're called the Black Hounds. And I thought, never heard of these. If you like the first 3 Maiden albums, to say you like these, self-titled album, Killers, Number of the Beast, if you like your traditional metal, then I definitely highly recommend giving these a listen. If you like the very first Hammerfall album, which is more traditional power metal and the traditional metal, and Glory to the Brave, which for me is probably my all-time favourite power metal album or traditional metal album, whatever you want to call it. But I do recommend giving the Black Hounds a go. They're localish, so they're from somewhere in the UK. I'm not sure if they're from Birmingham. I need to do a bit more research into that band. But I really enjoyed them, and I thought I need to get some of their stuff. So when I get available funds, I want to be checking their stuff out and giving them more of a listen. But Black Hounds had finished. I was chatting to my friends, and I was telling to somebody, which I thought was funny, half of the venue, believe it or not, half of the venue were actually on my PowerSymphonic group on Facebook, which I thought was brilliant. I had several people during PowerMetalQuest-Fest stop me and say, is it okay, excuse me, is it okay if I get a photo with you? And I was like, if you want to get a photo, yeah, obviously, because I was wearing my wizard coat. But then quite a few of them said no, purely because they said, you're the guy on PowerSymphonic, Mr. PowerSymphonic or something like that. And they said they see all the stuff I post of my latest haul and everything, and said you're a legend or something like that. And I was like, nah, I'm just a huge power metal fan. But PowerSymphonic, we've got over 5.5k members now in a group, loads of musicians on there. I love, as I've said to quite a few people, I love the most about the group is supporting all the up-and-coming power/symphonic metal bands and all that sort of stuff. I love supporting the up-and-coming ones and helping them get where to be, because the stuff like, say, like Blind Guardian, Halloween, I do post their stuff, but they're already where they need to be. I just want to help all the up-and-coming and the local and support them and get them known. But yeah, Aeonia was the second band. I've seen them, the last time I seen them, I believe it was Sheffield, because they played their debut album. Literally they played the album in full from start to finish, which was incredible. I do wish they would have played Hide and Seek at PowerMetalQuest-Fest, because I know that, I think it's over 10 minutes or something, that's 14 minutes or something like that. That song is my favourite Aeonia song, but I know when you've got a short set at a festival, it's probably not wise to play one of your songs that are like, say, 10 to 20, 30 minutes or something like that, because that's most of your set list gone. But that was like my 5th, 6th time, and Melissa's awesome, absolutely powerful vocalist. The whole band are great. If you're a fan of Therion and then Imperial Age, if you like that sort of stuff, I do class them in the veins of them, but a few people said prog metal, but me, I class them in symphonic metal in the veins of like Therion and that sort of stuff. Imperial Age, 2 great bands. I've seen Therion once and Imperial Age about 5 times. They're doing a UK tour, so I'm hopefully, because now they're in the UK, I'm happy that they're staying in the UK now, so I'm really happy, so I'll get to see them more. So I know they're doing a tour, gotta go check them out. But I do want to see Aeonia again. Great band. can't fault their music. Hopefully they bring a new studio album out, because I love the album, but I've listened to it that many times. I'm like, are you going to make a new studio album? Because I'd love one. Then after Aeonia, obviously during the band you had a break, and the break is normally time where the DJ plays some power metal or something like that. I heard them playing I heard them play Sonata Arctica. I was like, love Sonata Arctica. Hopefully they get to play at PowerMetalQuest-Fest. But after Aeonia, it was the UK band. Are they from, is it Newcastle or that way? And they're called Reason Prophecy. My good friend Stewie went to the merch store and bought himself a load of merch. I didn't buy no merch, purely because I was chatting to him and I explained the reason why I didn't buy no merch. I've got no funds, no available funds. I had just enough to get the travel to Birmingham, and then food and a couple of drinks or something like that, because living on your own and everything going up, even though I work full time, I'm struggling. It's why I've cut down on vinyl and CDs, and I've had to just some things I've just had to keep digitally, which is a bit of a pain. But I'd love to add more to my collection. As you can see, a few people have asked me why I've got stacks of CDs there, purely because that bookcase is full, over 3,500. But he came back and he bought himself the Reason Prophecy album, and I thought, oh, that's cool, I'd love to get a copy of that. I thought, when I get a moment, I'll go online and get a copy. Then he came back, Voices from the Dust, and he actually gave me a copy. He said, there you go, dude, and actually bought me a copy. And can't believe it. I said, thank you, dude. And he said, you've done so much stuff for me and what I've done for him. And he just said, thank you. So I said, thank you. And I do appreciate that, Stewie. It was his birthday. So one of the bands, which I'll mention in a bit, gave Stewie a shout out for his birthday, which I thought was awesome. But yeah, Reason Prophecy finished, and I was like, I need to check more out of them. I have listened to their stuff, various stuff, and I do enjoy it. I just need to listen to more. I had a chat with my friend Charlie, who's the drummer. It was I've had video calls before on the PowerSymphonic. We had a video call chat where loads of people came on, and we just nerded out about the bands we love and just chatted about life, and he chatted about where he was from. I seen him at Halloween. The last time I seen him was at Halloween in Hammerfall in Manchester, but we had a catch up. Actually got my Bloodstock open air. I'm definitely going next year. Beast in Black and Unleash the Archers, and then there's a Monomorph, so Septic Flesh. So I'm really happy. I think there's about 7 bands on the bill, which I'm really happy about that. So hopefully anybody who comes, see me if you're going to see me at Bloodstock. But PowerMetalQuest-Fest next year is a definite yes. Purely because it's my all-time favourite festival, which obviously people say you're biased because I'm a huge power metal fan, but I'm happy. Then the next band come on are from Stoke-on-Trent, and they're like a fantasy theme band. They're called Warlock AD. A brilliant band. I do highly recommend them. Me and my good friend John, at one point we were like horse riding and whatnot, and they were getting a crowd, and they threw out something in the crowd with like numbers on it. I think it was like a die or something like that, and it was brilliant. They announced happy birthday to Stewie, which that made him happy. But my good friend Stewie Watson, I thought it was awesome. But yeah, I do highly recommend them. Definitely give them a go. I've listened to quite a lot of their stuff. I need to get their stuff physical because I don't have no merch, t-shirts or something like that. And obviously because of me, I couldn't afford it. I've got to at some point pick up their stuff. I've got it digitally. I just really wish I could get some stuff physically. So hopefully at some point I get available funds and I'll go and get their stuff physically. Then after Warlock AD was time for a drink, and I had a couple of drinks. I had a natter with friends, met some new ones. Had quite a few people. I was going around with some of the people that was wearing various power metal shirts, and I was like, I love that band. I think what we do at a festival or a gig, so a power metal gig, me and my friend Stu or friends are about, we do this thing where we bet have a look through the festival or gig or whichever we're going, and let's try and find the most obscure power metal shirt there or something like that of the bands. I went to the one power metal gig, and there was loads of bands, and one person was wearing an Orion t-shirt, which I thought, oh cool. At PowerMetalQuest-Fest, I couldn't say, because obviously I was wearing a Grail Knights t-shirt, and I couldn't say me because I was wearing that Grail Knights shirt. So you have to say what obscure shirt you noticed somebody wearing of a band that's you know, not very known. But I've still got to believe it. Yep, I've still got it on the PowerMetalQuest-Fest. I'll be taking it off because I've got nearly all of them still in my somewhere. So I'm going to be doing a couple of PowerSymphonic battle jackets, and I'll be sewing them on and adding them to it. So I've just got to get that off before I go to bed, because I don't want to ruin that at work tomorrow, the stuff I do. But Warlock AD, highly recommend them if you love your power metal. If you feel like your fantasy theme where they have certain themes, so I like some bands with Dungeons and Dragons, Heroes of Might and Magic, that's Twilight Force and that sort of stuff, and then like Battleborn with Skyrim Metal, that sort of awesome stuff. Definitely check them out. I've seen them the last PowerMetalQuest-Fest with Fellowship, another fantasy band which are like Lord of the Rings themed. But then after that, the prog power metal local band came on. That was my 13th time seeing them, and they're a band called Dekesis. First time I seen them was actually at the Asylum, because me and the guy who used to live with Flatshare, we went to Birmingham to see a band. Are they from Sweden? I believe they are. Called Thunderstone. Incredible band. I was finally happy that I got to see them. Before they came on, I think it was not Fury. Trying to think of the other band. Matt Gore is my good friend, and he's in that band. The name's just literally gone straight out of my head, but I seen them, and then I believe it was Farseer, and then Dekesis. Never heard of Dekesis, but actually after seeing their performance, I was like, whoa, I believe that's prog power, and I thought I've got to check them out. So I got home. I didn't buy no merch, obviously, because of lack of funds at the time, but I got home, I did a little research, and he said they were from Birmingham, progressive power metal, and I thought, yep, instantly gotta get them their stuff. So I got their albums off their web store, the 3 albums. I got the debut studio album. Then it was 2 at the time, because it was his debut studio album, The New Dawn, because Fractures wasn't releasing, because it was a New Dawn tour, and most of my favourite tracks are off the New Dawn. Fractures is a great album. Their first studio album isn't too bad, but then obviously the New Dawn is out of this world. But 13th time, which I thought was great, and then they played a track off Fractures, and then the majority of it was in New Dawn. They actually brought the title track, The New Dawn, back into the set list. I couldn't believe it, because that's one of my favourite songs. But then they played The Great Insurrection, but then they played my favourite Dekesis song, which is To Conquer or Die, which a few people said, a few friends said, is that your favourite Dekesis? I said, yeah. I said, the minute I hear that song, I'm gone. I thought, oh, it's really brilliant. So I do recommend them. You need to check out Dekesis if you haven't seen them. If you like your prog power, so say you like Pyramids, I'm trying to think of some of the other prog power, but if you like your progressive power metal, then do check them out. Localish band, so still awesome. I'd really give them a go. From Birmingham, which is my neck of the woods. Then after Dekesis, there was a short break, and then the band on the mighty Victorious. So if you like your dinosaurs, lasers, ninjas, sharks, and all that sort of stuff, incredible band. First time I actually heard of Victorious. I'm on a YouTube channel, and it's called Unknown Pattern Metal YT, where the guy in there, he posts, I think it's every so many weeks or something, he posts videos and he posts songs of up and coming and new power metal bands. Well, I was on there, and I seen Dinosaur Warfare, Legend of the Powersaurus. I seen the artwork, and I was like, that artwork really piqued me interest, and I thought, whoa, that's good. I need to check these out. So the first track I heard of them was Laser Tooth Tiger. The minute I heard of that, I thought Dragon Force, and I thought absolutely incredible band. Loved them. Then Dinosaur Warfare, Legend of the Powersaurus. They came over to the UK, and they did Birmingham. They did Subside, so I was there. Funny thing about seeing them at Birmingham in Subside is obviously I spent 70 quid on merch seeing that band, and I got to the merch stall, and at the time I had the funds, and I think it was a girl up there. She said, "So what would you like?" And I said, "One of everything, please." And she was like, in her own words, something like, you're joking, ain't you? Like, and I said, no, I'd love one of everything other than the women's clothing, like the girly tops and that sort of stuff, because I think I'd look a bit strange in one of them, and it probably wouldn't suit me. But I had one of everything. So I had the hoodie, t-shirts, posters. I still got the 2 posters, so I've got Heart of a Phoenix and Legend of the Powersaurus. I've got them 2, which I do want to get framed, and then I'll stick them up. But definitely want to put them on a wall. But that was incredible. The majority of the set was from their Dinosaur Warfare Part 2, The Great Ninja War, which is a great album. And then they played one track off the Dinosaur Warfare, Legend of the Powersaurus. And then obviously the one before that, which was now the name's just gone straight out of my head, but I loved hearing Supersonic Samurai, but then they played Victorious Dino Gods, and if you've actually heard the solo, it's Jurassic Park theme basically. It's a solo which is, I couldn't believe it when I first heard it. I was like, this is incredible. Such an incredible band. It was my second time. Glad I got to see them. Spoke to David purely before we went in a gig. I was playing them and then they walked past and gave me the thumbs up. And during the gig, the lead guitarist pointed at me and gave me obviously a shout out because of outside the venue. And I think they recognised me because of my red wizard coat. But yeah, quite a few people around the venue, as I probably said, a few people around the venue stopped me and was like, excuse me, is it okay if I get a photo with you? You're famous, you are. A couple of people and it's famous, and it was like, you're Mr. PowerSymphonic, and you're the one that posts all your merch ordering. You've got massive power metal merch order, and I said, I'm just sharing the love for the band, because we've got over 5.5k members at the moment in PowerSymphonic, which has made me smile. Because I thought I'd only get a couple of hundred, but Beans have got that many members, and it's growing even more. Every day I get this thing, because you get a notification, which I did it on Facebook, so after every, I think it's like 300 members, there's a post which automatically generated and it posts up to welcome all the members, and I get like that every couple of days now, so there's been more added. 5.5k, which is soon going to get up to 6k. I'm just happy that the main reason I posted it is obviously share the love for the bands, but I'm more and more promoting all the up and coming, the local and all the lesser known bands that need to get somewhere, the power slash symphonic metal and all that sort of good stuff, all them genres in between, adventure metal, prog power, operatic metal, traditional, pirate metal, space, Skyrim metal and all that sort of stuff. Skyrim metal are Battleborn, seeing them at the last PowerMetalQuest-Fest, highly recommend them. But yeah, Victorious are absolutely incredible. Then short break, then a band came on which I've been wanting to see for years, and I thought I really want to see them. I'm happy they came back. They're just not long, is it the start of this year, I believe it was, or was it late last year? They released the brand new studio at the time, The Power of the Night Star. It's a masterpiece. I've said to Jonas, I think it's Jonas, yeah, how you pronounce the name, but I said to him the album's a masterpiece. They actually played Power of the Night Star, and this band is Dragonland. They also played stuff like Starfall and some various earlier classics, but the majority of the set was The Power of the Night Star, which impressive album. I've listened to the album and I cannot stop playing it. I noticed at the merch store they had the album on vinyl, which I thought I must get that on vinyl, but obviously no funds, so I couldn't really get much. But when I can gather the money, I'm definitely going to be buying that album on vinyl and adding it to my collection. I do have their back catalogue on my CD tower there, but I do want to get them on vinyl because I'd love to hear what they sound on record. But I was really happy they played their full set. They were the first headliners because there was 2 headliners announced. After that, Gemma came on and she said, there's 2 bands announced for next year. Do you want to hear the 2 bands? Which I was like, yes, bring it my way. I can't wait for next year. Within the next week or by the end of the month, definitely, I'm going to be ordering my PowerMetalQuest-Fest ticket for 2024 purely because it's my favourite festival. So I'm definitely going next year. Purely for the atmosphere and purely because me being a massive power metal fan, so I cannot wait for next year. But Gemma came on and she said the first band that are being announced, she said something to do with werewolves, and I shouted lycanthro, or is it lycanthro? It's, some people say different things, but I say lycanthro. But I got it right, which I thought was awesome. That was a lucky guess. But the minute it said werewolves, that was the first thing that popped into my head. The other thing was Powerwolf, but I thought it wasn't a headliner, so I thought it wouldn't be Powerwolf. And then a band called Hannawar, which are like Manowar tribute band. They're a great band. I've seen them a couple of times. I believe I've seen them at the Flapper, and I think there was with Takesis or something like that quite a while ago, but I've seen them various places. Great band. Then there was a short break, and then the other headliner came on, which me and Stewie rocked out. In the short videos I'm going to be posting, because I did a couple of videos, I did a video for each band. I don't normally record stuff, but I've done like a minute and something of each band, so I'll be posting it in my shorts for anybody to check them out. Definitely, I'm highly recommending you come to PowerMetalQuest-Fest if you're in the UK. If you need a place from the UK, if you're not from the UK, there's plenty of hotels around Birmingham, cheap ones, but you need to come to this festival. Best festival ever if you love your power metal. But Dynasty came on. I've been wanting to see him for a while. I couldn't believe it. They played quite a lot of stuff off Final Advent, but when me and Stewie, the video that I'll be posting up in the shorts, me and Stewie sang our hearts out to Waterfall, but then obviously we both nerded out to Heartless Madness. That song is just a masterpiece. The only fault that I had with Dynasty, which I said to Stewie, the reason why they wasn't my band of the evening, my favourite one of that evening was Dragonland, purely because with Dynasty, when they first came on, there was something wrong with the sound, because the first track, for about 10-15 seconds, I couldn't hear Neil's vocals. There was something wrong with the microphone. I don't know what it was, but after, I think it was 10-15 seconds, it sorted it out, and then the sound got better. But we didn't know why there was something wrong with the sound. A few people said to me after, because I thought it was just me and Stewie, because we were near the amp. I thought it's just us with our shit hearing. But they said to me, no, there was something wrong with the sound for some reason, but I'm not sure if it was just technical difficulties or something like that. But other than that, they were flawless. We've both said we'd love to meet Nils, and the first thing I said I'd like to say to him, not like, the usual stuff, I'm a massive fan and all that sort of stuff. How do you get, I'd say to Nils, how do you get your hair so that perfect? Because the way he got his hair, it's absolutely perfect. Does he use Head and Shoulders Timothy or whatever it is? I'd like to know his secret, purely because I'd like to know so I can use it for my hair, which I've obviously been growing my hair. It's a bit knotted and whatnot at the moment from PowerMetalQuest-Fest, but I've been growing that since 2000, so 23 years now. Been growing my hair long, but yeah. So this has been my review of the PowerMetalQuest-Fest 2023. I can't wait for PowerMetalQuest-Fest 2024. So Amy and Gemma, thank you so much for putting on this festival. I'm just happy that there's actually a festival on in the UK that is all mainly power metal, with obviously prog and traditional metal. I'm really happy about the Power Metal Festival. I've been ridiculed. I've had all the same usual rubbish off people, purely for me being a power metal fan, saying, oh, you're just the equivalent of listening to stuff like Bon Jovi, Def Leppard and whatnot. And I love Def Leppard, I love the classic stuff, but as everybody knows, I'm an immensely huge power metal fan. Got my Stratovarius t-shirt on at the moment. But yeah, that was somebody said to me, out of the whole of the PowerMetalQuest-Fest festivals, which was your favourite one? Other than the sound for obviously Dynasty at the start, this was my favourite one. Every one of them, the lineup's been great. I've discovered some great bands, and I've said, so far, somebody said to me, every one that's been on, has there been any bands that you didn't like? And I said, no, I've actually liked/loved every one of them. So I've discovered bands, and thank you so much. So hope this video wasn't too long, because this was a sort of a quick or middle of the road review of PowerMetalQuest-Fest. I do run a group on Facebook. This is for you newbies who've come to this video, don't know nothing about it. I usually have the flag up there. The only reason it's not there because it's in my bag. I gotta get it out and stick it back up, purely because of I took it to the festival just to get photos and stuff like that, and then I completely forgot. But PowerSymphonic, it's dedicated to stuff like Stratovarius, Aeonia, Dekesis, Warlock AD, Dragonland, Dynasty, Stratovarius, Hammerfall, Nightwish, Epic Art Delaying. It's for the genres of power metal, symphonic metal, epic metal, fantasy metal, neoclassical metal, traditional metal, operatic metal, Skyrim metal, prog power. It's all fantasy based, so like Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, Dungeons and Dragons, saving the princess from the castle, defeating and dragons, knights, all that epic stuff. So it's all fantasy based, which I absolutely love because I'm a massive fantasy fan. But feel free to join, just agree to the rules. I think it's just stuff like no racism, keep the good, calm and friendly, just share the love for your bands and the bands you love. Plus there's how many admins, so usually if there's a bit of bother, within seconds it's dealt with my good friend Martin White, who's from Burnley, and he's another admin, which is awesome, and then there's quite a few on there. My good friend Steph, but hope you all enjoyed this review on PowerMetalQuest-Fest. I'll be doing an latest haul probably the weekend, because I've got 2 albums here to add to that Reason Prophecy. I've just got the new KK Priest album and the new Mystifica album, so them 2 are going to be added to my latest haul. So I'll be doing a latest haul video on all of them and my new purchases, because I've got a few awesome ones turning up to show you, and I've literally just pre-ordered about 7 more CDs. I've not been able to do as many vinyl, because some CDs, they come up, they're like 9 to say £12 or something like that, which I'm happy. But then I seen a vinyl version, it's near on 50 quid, and I thought I can't really afford it, which is a shame because I love them on vinyl, so I'm having to be selective with vinyl. So if you're new to this channel, if you'd like to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, all of that sort of epic stuff. It's mainly unboxing videos I do, but then I show off my latest haul, gig reviews, album reviews, talk about the bands I love, show off my tattoos. I've literally just gotten that leg, my Sabaton tattoo, but there's my, I'm on them off. And I'm planning on more, so the one on my leg down there is my PowerSymphonic. So I'm having all PowerSymphonic bands, and I'm planning on getting Halloween, Stratovarius, PowerQuest, definitely want a PowerQuest tattoo, and I'm going to fill it up with like, say Beast in Black, I wouldn't mind a Bloodbound, all that sort of awesome stuff, and that one's just all mixed bands. So I've got Rammstein, RZDO, I'm on them off. I'm planning on Arch Enemy, but then I'm thinking Judas Priest, Dream Theater, Saxon. So it's going to be a mixed one, so I'm having mixed genres. And then this one is just all going to be fantasy based, so Fire Breathing Dragon, I'm having Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, Dungeons and Dragons, all that sort of epic stuff. Then the bottom leg is just going to be like my favourite team, Manchester United. Then I'll have some video game stuff, like all fantasy video games, and say stuff like Command and Conquer, Unreal Tournament, and then my favourite TV movies and stuff like that. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hope it wasn't too long. So hope you enjoyed this, Amy. And Gemma, if you're watching this, I'll catch you in the next unboxing video. So take care, and Viking Wizard signing off. So have a good one, and I'll see you later.